What's good, everybody? It's your boy G, and we back. We back again. First and foremost, got thank yous, MVVs, Renegades, repeat offenders. Thank you as always. Without you, there's no me. Without me, there's no channel. So yeah, you already know we've been going down Ren's discography, little rabbit hole. Speaking of rabbits, you guys told me that new logo was a Johnson, which is a rabbit. So yeah, thank you guys for all the notes. Again, on everything that I missed on the last one. I believe the Slaughterhouse, the last one we did. So yeah, thank you guys for the notes and correcting me. I appreciate it very much. But yeah, this was one that a lot of you told me from the beginning to check out. From Ren, sorry. So it's called 1 Million Subscribers, Defining Success. Again, it's something I never seen, never heard, so I'm interested. Is this going to be a song? Is it going to be him just talking? But either way, we're here. You guys requested it, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to check it out together, as always, as a family. M.V.Vs, Renegades, repeat offenders, all that. We all one big happy family. But yeah, another thing too that caught my eye on this title is 1 million subscribers, so he hit that goal, which is awesome, and that's a goal I'm trying to hit one day. We would hit one day, so yeah, every sub counts, so thank you guys for that. Yeah, so I'm just interested in seeing what this is. So I'm gonna stop ranting per usual, and let's get into it.
But first of all, I just want to say how grateful I am. I've reached 1 million subscribers on YouTube, which is a flipping huge milestone. I wanted to say thank you to everyone who supported my music over the years, whether you're newly on board or have been here for a while. I wanted to say thank you to the YouTube reaction community who have gotten behind my stuff in a big way and really helped me reach this goal. So thank you guys.
Oh wow, that's dope as hell for him to actually appreciate and thank the reactors. Wow, you don't get that a lot.
Who have gotten behind my stuff in a big way and really helped me reach this goal. So thank you guys. Yeah, I wanted to read this passage that I wrote about success. It's too much for me to remember right now, so bear with me. But yeah, success to me means that I have a responsibility that transcends me. If I have a platform where people are paying attention, then I feel like it's my duty to make that count. It's far more important than my aspirations with music and what I could personally gain. There's a saying that stuck with me recently, which was a rising tide lifts all ships.
Ooh.
Somehow, by finding success for myself has meant that I can find success for the people around me.
This this young man he's preaching. He's preaching right now. Not even preaching, sorry. He's teaching right now. He's teaching with no beat and by giving his praises. And I totally understand everything he's talking about. Again, without fans, without the subs, without yous, we're nobody. We're just somebody looking at a camera and a screen all day. And I'm usually in a room with my dog in an empty room talking to a screen and a camera. So I get what he's saying. Without you guys, we're nobody. Our success doesn't go nowhere. We're just here. So that's dope. That's dope for him giving that praise to his fans.
Somehow, by finding success for myself has meant that I can find success for the people around me. And that makes me feel very rich.
Awesome.
I'm in a very strange position right now where I owe much of my success to the most destructive force in my life, which has been the turbulence of my physical and mental illness. The thing that has by far brought me the most pain has been a source of constant inspiration, which ironically led to creations which brought me the most joy. Creating art which means something to somebody else and can potentially be a companion to somebody else in the dark justifies my own pain, and I desperately needed that to be justified. There are a lot of people alive today who live in the dark. It's a place that I'm very familiar with. In the peak of my health problems, I was severely underweight. All my meals had to be restricted and blended, and I was so tired that I couldn't participate in life. I couldn't socialize, I couldn't watch films, I couldn't read. My bones constantly hurt. Even standing in the shower was excruciating and exhausting. And this went on for years, with no answers. Nobody could have ever convinced me during that time that my pain and suffering would be a source for something good, because it felt insidious.
Wow. I mean, that's cool. Again, he's talking about the pain in all his music. No matter what the topic is, he's always bringing up the pain. And then, like, he has little code words. I think they're code words, but like the pendulum, tomb. I know there's more out there. I just can't think right now. But again, just him, giving his graces to his fans, and again allowing you guys as fans, even myself becoming a fan, allowing him just to speak upon it and expressing it, whether it was good or bad, the experience he went through and what he's learned from it. Like, it takes a lot. It takes a lot. And again, just to be a young man at, I forgot what age it started, I think 19. Yeah, I want to say he's 19 when it happened. Yeah, like I said, your adulthood is barely started and you're bedridden. So, you know, that's heavy as it is. Again, I understand it. I get it. I was at a young age. I want to say I was like 8 or 9, and I was semi bedridden myself. My body ached so bad from my bones stretching out. They didn't know what it was. They took me to the best hospitals throughout Chicago. Doctors didn't know. They ran tests. They didn't know. Come to find out, it was just a crazy, extreme growth spurt. I grew like I want to say like 1.5 feet in less than 6 months. But the way my bones were stretching, it was just crazy. I was wheelchair bound. I needed assistance. I really didn't eat. I did eat. I was able to have a normal diet, but it was still very restricted. I had no life as a kid for that little time period. I believe it lasted for like a year, almost a year, a little over. But yeah, so again, I know it's completely different, but I understand a little bit of the pain of being all that bedridden, relying on somebody and whatnot. So I get it, man. Let's run this. I gotta stop ranting.
Would be a source for something good, because it felt insidious. Nobody could have ever convinced me that something constructive can come from hurting every day. But I'm here to tell you that if you are hurting every day, don't be afraid. One thing I know to be a constant law of the universe, is that life is inconsistent. Yeah. Life is beautiful and life is hideous. Yeah. Life is kind and life is cruel. Dancing inside this dichotomy and inconsistency makes me know that you won't hurt forever. Whether that comes from resolution of what you're going through or acceptance of where you are. You won't hurt forever.
Wow.
You don't know yet whether or not your pain conceals gold. It definitely conceals wisdom, and it's definitely a catalyst for filling you with empathy. So stand strong, my friends, and don't let the darkness consume you, because once you know the dark and become intimate with it, you become very capable of wielding the light. You could be instrumental for changing this world for the better. There's nothing humble about shrinking or doubting yourself because you are large. You can be ferocious and you could be magnificent. For the medical industry, who too often let people fall through the cracks, it's your duty to do better. For the people living in the light, who have either stepped out of their shadow or have never had to walk beside it, it's your responsibility to put out untainted love. Our own greed, desire to ferociously expand, and decisions rooted in self-interest can benefit ourselves in a material sense, but can be very destructive to the hive and the world around us, ultimately hurting ourselves. So we really must consider that if we're going to step into a bright future. As humans, we have an incredible potential, and it would be a shame to throw it away. So community, humanity, and changing our relationship with the natural world so it leans more towards homeostasis must be a priority number one. If you're watching this and there's a knot tied up in your stomach with bitterness, anger, or hatred for your fellow human being, be with it, feel it, understand it, express it, and then let it go. You're hurting. Give yourself love, forgive yourself, and then project that love outwards and the anger will pass.
Wow. This young man he's like the UK Martin Luther King meets Malcolm X. I'm trying to think of the other activists out there, but nah, honestly, he's speaking on some true words though. If you feel dark, alone, you feel hatred, especially towards others, whether you have a reason or you don't, you gotta let that go. Otherwise, you're just letting that live in you rent free, and that's just gonna eat you alive. It's not gonna affect the next person or the person that is towards. It's not gonna bother them at all. It's gonna hurt you more than anything. And you have to love yourself in order to show love to others. Wow, he's on one right now.
We have a decision in every interaction to tilt the world towards heaven or hell, towards Jannah or Jahannam, utopia or dystopia, and some people's ideas of heaven will be another's image of hell. So tread carefully, but treat those differences with respect. Tapestries are made beautiful because of the variety in the sum of their parts. Thank you to 1 million people inside this rich tapestry for the opportunity for me to try and spread my own vision of what I believe to be good. And thank you for justifying my pain. Thank you. I love you. I want to keep...
Uh-oh. Okay. Wow, that was... Ooh. Gotta hold it in. That was very touching. That had to be some of the realest words that ever came out of his mouth, whether it was written down or not. You know, he's expressing some true emotion, and it's not easy for everybody. Even if that's your creativity or not, or something you're trying to mask or not, it's not easy. Everyone has their own way of dealing with it. But yeah, this one, I see why you guys said that. It's honestly, it's more of an inspiration speech. I mean, in a lot of ways, overcome. Like I say this in a lot of these episodes that I do or reactions that I do. You gotta overcome. You gotta try in order to fail. And even if you fail, keep trying. You never know. It just takes that one little thing. It takes one little thing. Um, I mean, if you're not trending real high off top, you can't get discouraged. It's going to happen. It happens all the time. It's life. I get it. I understand what this young man is saying. I respect what this young man is saying. Uh, I hope one day to have a 1 million subscribers speech to you guys. Honestly, like I say most times, I'm trying to make this my full-time job. I enjoy this. I love every second of it. I love the interaction I get from you guys. I love the feedback. Uh, I enjoy reviewing these artists you guys are telling me about, giving me the background stories. Even just something as simple as making the thumbnail. It may take me a minute, it may take me an hour, but I'm enjoying it. You know, it's crazy, but I enjoy it, and I understand what he's saying and every little word he's saying. Everyone's gonna interpret it a little different to their own hearing and listening, but at the end, it has a general statement. See the light in everybody. Get a benefit of the doubt. Don't be in that dark spot. There's a light. There's a reason you're in that dark spot. Whether it's to share that experience with somebody or put it into some type of art. I mean, there's so many ways you could defy it. But yeah, this one was a good one. This was a good speech from this young man who still, like I say, he's still not out of the. He's still going through it. He's still going through it. And even then, I think this was a year ago, maybe two. But even then, you can still in his music, you can still hear that he's passion for it. And as I always said, like you hear the ranges, you could tell like how he's recorded that song or whatever the case may be, or playing that guitar or the piano. You could just hear it. The way a person plays anything or express anything, you can feel it. Good, bad, heavy, sad, happy. You're gonna feel it. So that's why this young man right here is so uh, he's so connectable to a lot of people, a lot, and I respect that. But yeah, this was a good one. MVVs, Renegades, repeat offenders. You guys told me to check this one out. I'm glad I did. Again, this was like literally this was a motivational speech for me, just to not give up, continue what I'm doing, continue with, like I said, going down Ren's rabbit hole, going down these other, excuse me, these other artists' rabbit hole, uh, whatever the genre might be, uh, yeah, wherever the person may be from. Like I said, I'm trying to learn so much about more about music and pay attention to it and actually listen to it instead of just bopping my head to a beat or catching a few words. I really want to understand the message that these artists are putting out. But MVVs, Renegades, repeat offenders. I thank you guys so much as always. Without you, there's no me. Without me, there's no channel. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's keep it going, man. We like at a little over 600. Again, that's a milestone for me. I thought I'd just be at 6. And you guys just kept coming, and I appreciate it. And you know, we're slowly growing, but we growing. That's all we're aiming for. So we're on track right now. But that's all I got for you guys. As always, you guys be cool. Y'all be smooth. Y'all be safe out there. To the next one, I'm gone.